Today, Real Madrid has won Copa del Rey after 9 years, since 2014. Given we already lost a league title, La Liga title, we had only two options: win Copa del Rey and win Champions League. That's the only way we can save our season. Anyway, without further delay, let's first react to ESPN's analysis.
In the end, Pablo, the big boys won.
Well done to Osasuna, because I thought they fought really well for each other. They gave them a chance at the end, but the two Brazilians, when they're in the mood, oh my God, what a player they are. Vinicius, Rodrygo, they are unplayable when they are, at their best. So yeah, it was a great game to watch. I really enjoyed it, and well done, Real Madrid.
I had to agree. Today it was another day which was Vinicius show off. It was a day of Vinicius. Literally, he made the impact today so that Real Madrid can win a final. Don't forget Rodrygo, don't sleep on him. He also scored 2 goals in the final. To be fair, coming to this match, most of the Real Madrid fans predicted Real Madrid will win in the poll. In my mind, there was no chance that Real Madrid is going to lose today, because whenever Real Madrid goes to a final, they tend to win. And performance-wise, Real Madrid did exactly what they had to do. It wasn't a one-sided game at all. It was back and forth. Both teams were creating chances, both teams were going for goals. And because Real Madrid scores at the beginning of the match, Real Madrid kind of slowed the tempo, which is kind of expected. Being said, the first half was really good performance from Real Madrid. They were creating a lot of chances. Only regret from today that all the chances Real Madrid were creating, they didn't finish them off.
Lewis, it's an interesting final, because you thought when Real Madrid opened that scoring early on that they would run away with it. In the end, Osasuna pushed them all the way to the full-time whistle.
Yeah, definitely. The reaction after the first goal was fantastic. We saw them in the second half actually dominating the game, creating the chances. They get that equalizer. But you can see that Real Madrid, when needed another year, they just start increasing the intensity, start pressing higher, and start bringing the ball to the important player. We've seen once again Vinicius being unstoppable, and they score what they need. It's just another goal. And if Osasuna was going to equalize again, they will going to get ready to bring that another gear. They have players on the bench just waiting for that. We saw Asensio, that is normally a player, comes into the second half and kind of used to score, waiting until the last minute. So good effort from Osasuna. We saw a good Osasuna, but at the end it was Real Madrid all the time.
So the objective from this match is different for both teams. Real Madrid, they had to save their energy for the next game, the most crucial game for Real Madrid for UCL semi-final. On the other hand, Osasuna, this is the main objective. If they win title, that would be immense for them. So they went all force. On the other hand, Real Madrid was cautious. They were thinking about that game. And as a result, in second half, you saw that like first 20 minutes, Osasuna was playing really good. And Real Madrid totally slowed the tempo and let Osasuna to do what they wanted to do. However, once Osasuna scored the goal, Real Madrid increased their intensity again and eventually got the goal again. Now let's discuss a little bit about Osasuna's goal. When Real Madrid was creating a lot of chances, but they couldn't finish the goals, that's what happens. Your opposition will score eventually. That's the reality. In my opinion, maybe Real Madrid should have scored one more goal, then slowed the tempo.
And we just seen the interview there with Rodrygo scoring both goals, but it was his fellow compatriot Vinicius Jr. who was man of the match.
He was, and we talked about Vinicius. I feel like we talk about Vinicius all the time, for good things and not so good things. When it comes to Vinicius, and he's in 1v1 situation, there is nobody, and I mean nobody, better than him in the world. Vinicius Jr., when he's got you all set up, and he can go inside, outside, and you get no help defensively, you are done, you are dead, and that happened to John Moncayola today. Time and time. Today, he didn't quite have the goals, but in terms of having an impact on the game, it's game-changing from Vinny Jr. He does this time and time again. And whatever you may think of Vinny Jr., if you're critical of him or not, if you support Vinny Jr., the one thing that is a constant with Vinicius Jr. is that he keeps coming after you. It doesn't matter if he misses. It doesn't matter if he doesn't complete a pass. It doesn't matter if he doesn't hit a shot on goal. He will continue to come at you for 90 minutes. Dribble at you, dribble at you, dribble at you. And eventually he's going to break through. Eventually he's going to get past you. And eventually goals are going to come. Whether it's from him, Karim Benzema, or Rodrygo, it doesn't matter. Today, Vinicius Jr. was the difference maker.
I agree totally what LA said. So let's talk about the man of the match today. Rodrygo got man of the match because he scored 2 goals. It's totally understandable because goals is the most important factor in football. However, for me, if I have to pick a player who deserves man of the match today, it has to be none other than Vinicius Jr. For both goals scored by Real Madrid, it was Vinicius who created both goals. It's not just the goals, even the performance was. Whenever he was cooking, he was cooking. Like how many times he was dribbling against Osasuna players and making them like they're nothing. As LS said, Vinicius Jr. is one of the most difficult player to play against because you don't know how to defend against him. If you want to defend, you can go left or you can go right. He will go other way. On the other hand, Rodrygo again showed that he's a big match player. He's born to play a big match. He will score whenever you need to.
It's not only that touch on the ball, Pablo, it's that use of pace, isn't he? That's just a killer for defenders.
Defender when you play against him on one-on-one situation, or even as we saw today in the game, so many times 2 against 1 in that side, and it was so difficult to stop him. I mean, it is his pace, and he's so fast, and very good ball control as well when he's inside the box. I mean, you don't want to touch him. It's so difficult, and I say for me at the moment, you know, one of the best players right now.
Listen, if you give Vinicius Jr. the space he needed, he's the best player in the wing. Okay, let me ask you a question. Which player is currently better than Vinicius Jr. in the world right now? In my opinion, there is none. He's the best winger in the world right now.
But definitely when he's on 1v1 situation, he's just unstoppable. And definitely Real Madrid should have get more advantage of that in the second half, maybe bring in the ball quicker, because it's true that for the first 20 minutes of the second half, he didn't receive the ball. He was very quiet, and we didn't see much. So that's why when Real Madrid needed, when they concede that equalizer, the ball on Vinicius, he was always a threat. He's always the most dangerous player.
So why Vinicius was off for first 20 minutes after the second half? The reason is simple, because Real Madrid changed their game tactics. Real Madrid wanted to slow down the tempo and let them sit back and let Osasuna do what they wanted to do. And to be fair, if we think about the bigger picture, given we have to save energy for the bigger match, Champions League semi-final, so I think that's a good idea. But today, we're not going to discuss in detail about the players' performance. Given we played a really tactical match, we had to think about the next match more than this match. So here are a couple of things I would like to discuss today. First of all, the performance from Vinicius was immense. I like the way he played aside from those 20 minutes. Even though Rodrygo didn't play as sharp as Vinicius, say chance creation wise, but he scored 2 vital goals. That's what needed. Also, Benzema lacked a little bit sharpness, but I'm okay with that. I'm also thinking that he's focused for the Champions League more than this match, which is understandable. The only downside today is our midfield performance. I would say our midfield performance today lacked a little bit sharpness. They didn't control much, honestly. Out of Valverde, Tchouaméni and Kroos, in my opinion, only Kroos was playing decent. And to be fair, for CDM against City, I had more confidence playing Kama as a CDM than Tchouaméni as a CDM. Today, when Kama was playing as a CDM after Tchouaméni was subbed off, I had more confidence in Kama. And defensively, it's always good to see Alaba is back because he's one of our backbone for our recent success. In my opinion, the best duo defensively is Militao and Alaba. However, against Man City, given Militao is suspended, it has to be Rudiger and Alaba. Also, I have to mention Carvajal today. Like, he had 3 or 4 good clearance today, like really crucial clearance. Even at the 93rd minute, he had a really important clearance. So overall, another title for Real Madrid this season. Hopefully this performance and this title winning mentality will help us to thrive against Man City. Now, let me know your thoughts about today's performance in the comment section below.